What's up guys, it's Graphic Phoenix back with another video today, and today we are in my room and we're going to do a plant update. I was watching The Race, a Black Ops 3 stream, and I figured, you know what? I have kind of like a break now from school, so I'm going to film this. I actually had quite a few requests for it on the Reptile Room tour, which if you haven't watched that, click on my face right now and you can go see that. But I figured I would do a plant update, and because I wasn't doing anything but watching a sweet charity stream of Black Ops 3. Speaking of Black Ops 3, leave a message down below if you're like, I don't want to sound like a dick right now, but like my age-ish, like 17, 18, 19, 20, or up. Leave your PSN down below. Make sure it's PlayStation 4, and I will maybe add you and we can game together and make a little squad. A reptile squad. Let's get to the plants. I know that those of you that want to see the plants don't really care about Black Ops. So, first we can start off with well, this is a Pathos. For those of you that don't know, this is probably like the somebody thinks it's dinner time. This is probably the easiest plant to grow. It's sitting in a dark corner. I mean, granted, it's getting light from there, but it's literally sitting in a dark corner and it's growing this well. Like, what kind of plant does that? They're really easy to grow, super easy to root. You can basically, if I wanted to, I could just cut the vine there, stick one end in water, and eventually they grow roots, and then I can throw that in the ground and they'll grow a whole new plant. So it does take time, obviously, but that's the Pathos. Super, super easy. Very good grower. If you guys are looking for something to grow, then that's probably what you're going to want to go for, especially for beginners. In here we have a whole schwack load of Bromeliads. You can see how real nice and rich their colors are. Check out this one. Like, that is insane. How purple that is and like how white. It's beautiful. I honestly have no idea what those are called. I think this one right here is like a fireball or something, a fireball cross with something. Back there is another much larger Bromeliad. It looks really cool. It has some really nice tones of red in it, and it'll get more red as it grows. I know this one right here with the like pink on the outlines is a I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like Neoregula Bromeliad, and it's a sabotage is like the kind of classification of it. Then this one, that one right there is really, really small, like it's super condensed, and it's called a blueberry, I believe, like a Neoregula blueberry. They all have some really funky, cool names because they're all pretty much crosses of each other and just like crossbreeding. There's a couple more in there. You guys can take a look in there. That one's really nice and deep colors. It's only gonna get more deep and like purpley later. So I'm really happy about that. Sorry, the hand's shaking. It was stretching for me. Jesus, it's shaking a lot. I'm considering changing this whole tank into basically a grow out tank where I'll probably hook up like a Miss King to it, as well as like the chameleons and stuff, and have this as just like a nice humid tropical environment to grow bromeliads and to grow like kind of any tropical plant really. This one you're looking at right here is, I think it's called like an angel wing begonia. It grows really, really nice. It has some cool leaves. That's that begonia. It's got some really, really nice leaves. Great for frog terrariums. It's probably safe for like chameleons and stuff. However, I don't think you want to put it in there because it's not really that big. This is a Pylea of some kind, I think. I don't know. But it looks cool. It grows really nicely. So I picked it up. It was, when I first got it, it was probably about half the size. And it was one of those like $2.99 plants at your local hardware store. Or in this case, it was a garden center. But from there, this is, I don't know if this is dying or if it's just deciding to go down to the ground. That is a, I believe it's called Ficus Pylea, or Pylea. They grow really well. This is the variegated form, so you'll see all those white and green. Normally they'll just be green. There'd be no white in there. My buddy gave me this, and it was just a tiny, like there was 2 or 3 strands. Like it actually looked like the dart frog tank that I have. It looked just like this when he gave it to me. Sorry, there's some water spots and whatnot. It looked like that when he gave it to me. So, I guess it's growing pretty well. Like I said, I actually missed this tank a couple times a day. In there, it almost looks like that's going to be another, that guy right there. It looks kind of like an aluminium plant. I know it's not, but that's kind of what it looks like. I'm afraid these might have rotted. Or this one might have. Oh, no. Maybe not. This is just a Tillandsia. You can get these at like your local hardware store. They're called air plants. This one, I don't know. I think I'm just going to take it out because I really don't want it to rot out and die. So I think I'm just going to stick it down here where it's dry and not wet. And I'll probably do the same for this guy. Another Tillandsia, all different like species. I have no idea what species they are though. As you can see, he's growing a whole bunch of roots. Focus, homie. He's growing a whole bunch of different roots and stuff. So that's pretty sweet. There's another Bromeliad way back there. These guys right here are super duper easy to grow. These are called aluminium plants. Or aluminum plants. Sorry, it's the chemist coming out of me. And then these like vines that you see going everywhere, that I'm going to try and train back to go in here. Tortoiseshell Vine or something like that. Tortoiseshell Vine. I have no idea what like the scientific name of them is called, but that's what they're called. You can Google it and you'll see exactly what their scientific name is. Behind that, I have another Brom there. That one's got some gnarly colors on it. I really like Bromeliads, as you can see. And partly that, and partly that they grew so well in dart frog tanks. It's not a must in dart frog tanks, but in my case it is. I couldn't live without them in a dart tank. In here, there's more of that vine. That was literally a tiny little piece of cutting that I took, and look what it's turned into. This right here is called silver philodendron, I think, or something like that. Again, this I just got from like a buddy when it was the guy that I bought the my dart frogs from, gave me a cutting of it. And then more aluminium plant at the back. I took those from work. They just gave them to me. And then this is called Peppermonia, and actually this isn't a Pylea right here, it's a Peppermonia, sorry. This is Peppermonia prostata, I think. My buddy just gave me a tiny little bit of it, and now it's starting to grow everywhere. I don't think his is even started yet, but I'm happy that mine has. It looks pretty cool. You can't really tell. They almost look like there's like a coating covering them. I don't know how to explain it. It's like looking into like a glass or something. Like, it's very strange. It probably doesn't portray over camera, but that's that. Enough of blabbering about this. And then this is baby tears, I believe, is the name for those, or Pylea something. I'm not sure. So we can close this up. There's no plants in the monitor tank. No plants in his tank. There are 2 umbrella trees right here. They are both growing well. I'm going to be getting him a new cage, and we actually have another tree upstairs waiting for him. Rango's doing well. In the tortoise pen, he's decided to make himself a burrow. I don't know. This is actually a geranium that I trimmed back in hopes that it'll grow some more. And it looks like it is. It handled it pretty well. The other spike, if you look back at some of my old reptile room tours, like in summertime, the other one was like almost touching the light. So I had to cut it back a little bit. I guess I could have raised the light, but who would do that? That's logical. That's not me. I am going to be putting in this Bromeliad into his tank, probably right after this video, actually. And it's probably going to go somewhere around here, just to give him enough room that he can walk around, because if not, he'll just trample it and push it everywhere, because that's what Sheldon does. Here is some Terrarium Moss that I allowed to dry out, so it might come back if I decide to water it, like, now. But I'm not going to, because I don't know. I didn't. Oh, I also missed this moss. This is all moss that my buddy got in a forest, and he just gave to me. So I've been keeping it here, giving it some light, keeping it alive. So when I get my dart frog tanks all ready to go, other than the one that's already set up, I have a whole bunch of moss. Those are just assorted plants. I have no idea what the plants growing in there are. Here's a little dwarf orchid. I need to water these guys really, really bad. I haven't watered them in a hot while. This is a... Actually, both of these are plum trees, I think. Plum trees? I think that's right. This is nerve plant. It looks really, really cool. The reds in there are unbelievable. If I put it under this light, it'll be a little more poppy. Like, check that out. That is nuts. That's going to be going in the new dart frog tank. There's also another kind of moss that I kept the lid on, and it's growing really, really well. You can see right there. Just another, like, assorted terrarium moss. But, like, check it out. You can see how moss actually grows. In one of the courses in university I'm in, we learned about mosses and, like, how they grow and everything like that. So that's really cool to me. Like, that's actually fascinating. I'm kind of downplaying my excitement a little bit. While we're here, this is the dart frog tank. We have a Tillandsia up there. I have no idea. It's like a crypt, but it's not the underwater kind. We have a Swiss cheese Philodendron, 3 Bromeliads, a coralberry plant, some moss just kind of hanging in and around. More moss down here, and the baby chairs. Now we can move up the ranks in here. There's just pretty much more Bromeliads, some Pathos. In here there's a fern of some kind. I don't know what kind it is, but it's a fern. That's all I can tell you. In here we have this is part of a cutting that I took from my umbrella plant. This is called an anthurium, I think. It's a tropical plant that likes a lot of humidity, so I figured I'd pick one up. It's growing a lot. I probably need to upgrade its pot size. However, I haven't, so I don't know how long it's going to last. Back there is this very sad coffee plant that I completely forgot about, because we have that one! And that coffee plant's doing amazing. For some reason, I've actually done it right. It's finally growing and not dying, which is good. It's good progress. That's kind of what you want, right? This here is another Bromeliad, pretty much the same kind as the one I had down there. Again, I have no idea what kind it is. I just get it from my local shop, and they kind of tell me, hey, this is this. I have a whole bunch of pineapple guava plants as well. They're very small. There's one pretty big one. But I'm going to try growing these in my dart frog tank, the big one, or the next small one that I make. I haven't really decided yet. It's going to be awesome, though. I'm really, really excited for it. It's going to require a lot of trimming, but I'm hoping to maybe get sort of, not really a bonsai tree look, but if it turns into that, that would be dope. Up here we have another date plum or plum tree, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. In here we have the Seoul hibiscus plant that lived. It's doing quite well. I'm very excited about that. We have another 4 dwarf orchids in there, and then some like fern, I think. I don't know what that is. I just picked it up because it was cheap. I have a problem, I'm sorry. And there we have a polka dot plant. I just moved it there, so I think it's kind of like adjusting to the scene, but so far so good. I'm hoping to be starting a mango tree and an avocado tree again here right away. If you guys want videos from that, leave a comment in the comment section down below and let me know if you want to see that, because I'm more than happy to. And with me mentioning that, as you can see, there are no cocoa seeds left. They all just rotted. I have no idea what the heck happened. I really hope you guys enjoyed. That kind of wraps everything up. I slowly accumulate more and more plants. Some of them will be going into dart frog tanks, and I give them to my buddies if they ever set up a tank or anything like that. So that's what I'll be doing with some of these, as well as putting them in cages, like I said. So just let me know that you guys have made it this far into the video. Leave a comment, mango, in the comment section down below. That'll let me know that you made it all the way down here. I guess if you comment about the mango tree, that'll count as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a really long, rambly video of me talking about plants. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below. Like I already said, comment on this video with any questions, comments, concerns, as well as the secret word. And if you guys like this kind of stuff, I will be making more videos. So stay tuned and subscribe to my channel for more. Have a good one, guys. Graphics Phoenix, out of here.